Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Seth, for that beautiful rendition of the national anthem. Welcome to the University of Alaska Fairbanks 98th Commencement. Graduates, families, faculty, and friends of UAF. Shalak Nai, Jiktring Gwinzi, Shojri Danwait Oji, UAF Chancellor Ichli. My friends, good afternoon. My name is Dan White. I am the UAF Chancellor. Welcome, and thank you all for watching with us. These are unprecedented times. While we wish we could congratulate you in person, we're going to enjoy many of the elements of a traditional commencement in this virtual ceremony. Please take time to congratulate graduates in the comments here and elsewhere. Although we're scattered near and far from our base here at the Trothyeta campus, we remain connected. As graduates, you are linked to this university, to more than 35,000 alumni, to communities across Alaska, and to the nation and the world. These connections aren't broken by the coronavirus pandemic around us. In fact, they feel even more vital today. We need one another at this time. People at UAF have stepped up in many ways. Our students and faculty members have worked through enormous disruptions in their living situations and classes this spring. Our staff members are adapting rapidly to keep the university running. Our engineers and scientists are building safety equipment and helping the state's lab on the campus to test for the virus. This is, in part, what a university does. We're here to raise up the health and quality of all of our lives. Often the challenges aren't so direct as they are today, but the goal is the same. We can see the university's success reflected in the accomplishments of its people who we are celebrating individually today, the honorary degree recipients, meritorious service award recipients, and doctoral degree candidates. And we also see UAF's success in all of you, our 1,345 graduates. I know many of you, and I know that you're ready for the new chapters in your lives. You'll do great things. Thank you for being part of UAF, and remember, stay connected. Congratulations again, and thanks for choosing UAF.
Congratulations, class of 2020, and to the faculty and the staff, and most importantly, the family who supported you in this tremendous accomplishment. Class of 2020, a year that will ring true for decades to come. As I address you today, I'm hunkered down here in my home study, working many hours a day on your behalf and on behalf of the University of Alaska as a whole. And the great success, the tremendous accomplishment that we're here to celebrate today is for you. You know, you've learned a lot about biology and social work and chemistry and indigenous studies, management, political science, so much knowledge you have gained while a student at the University of Alaska Fairbanks. And you've demonstrated all the while curiosity and self-discipline and grit and resilience that makes you who you are today. But in addition to all that substance you've learned, all that expertise you've gained, all the skills you now have, you've demonstrated the single most important quality that you'll rely on for the rest of your life, and that the University of Alaska Fairbanks has stood for over 100 years. And that is adaptability. You figured out how to stay true to your course. You figured out how to adjust in the middle of a semester. You figured out how to keep your why right in front of you to maintain that what, your academic studies. And then you adapted the how, along with faculty and staff. You did it. You got it done. And now as I look forward to the uncertainty that is 2020 and 21 and 2022, and I think about the paths that you will all create, you do so with tremendous strength. You do so with depth. You do so with commitment, and you do so with the adaptability that enables you to stay true to your values and to carry forward what you learned here for the rest of your life. It's an honor to serve you. It's an honor to congratulate you. And I am so proud of all that you've done, and I join in your celebration. Best of luck. Stay well. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Thank you, President Johnson. This semester has been like no other in UAF's history. As UAF's Chief Academic Officer, I watched faculty, students, and staff pull together to fulfill the university's mission despite huge obstacles. They didn't quit. They rose to the challenge, and for that, I am deeply grateful. And so today, I offer you, the graduates, my congratulations and admiration for not only completing college, but also completing it in 2020. You're a class no one will forget. I'd also like to acknowledge and congratulate the 13 UAF faculty and staff members receiving Emeritus status at their retirement. Each has served the University of Alaska Fairbanks for at least 10 years and was recommended by their colleagues for this prestigious honor. The names and resolutions for the 2020 Emeriti are listed in the online program.
Good afternoon. Congratulations, UAF graduating class of 2020. I offer my best wishes for whatever may lie ahead for each and every one of you. Again, congratulations. Now it is my privilege to introduce your 2020 student commencement speaker. When students first arrive at UAF, we always encourage them to take advantage of all that is offered at the university, both inside and outside of the classroom. Well, Max Erickson took that advice to heart. He graduates today with a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering. After arriving from Anchorage, he quickly found his voice and place in the university community. You may recall reading his articles in the Sun Star, where he worked for a few years as a reporter. Maybe he even interviewed some of you for the Nook on the Street or other articles. Moreover, Max participated in other research activities such as the 2018 hackathon, where his team created a battle robot with a flamethrower. The Cybersecurity Club presented the team with the Least Safe Award. My belated congratulations on that high honor, Max. In addition, he moved on to engage in other research projects. His work on the respirometer, for example, won a Dean's Choice Award at the 2018 Research and Creativity Day. We're proud of Max, his accomplishments, and his contributions to the UAF community. I am pleased to present your 2020 commencement speaker, Mr. Max Erickson. Thank you.
The heaviest polar bear ever recorded weighed 2,209 pounds and stood 11 feet and 1 inch tall. Polar bears are an apex predator. They can swim for hundreds of miles at a steady rate of 6 miles per hour. Their thick layer of body fat and fur allows them to withstand some of the fiercest weather on Earth. Now, seeing these bad boys, you'd never expect that a baby polar bear can start off weighing just 1 pound. Talk about small beginnings. Though a polar bear cub starts small, within just 2 to 3 months, they can gain 15 to 30 pounds, just like my first semester at UAF. I was roomed on the 3rd floor of Moore Hall, the worst floor because you'd feel guilty for using the elevator, but the stairs still left you winded. I remember attending all of the orientation events, meeting new friends, and learning a bit more about UAF. One piece of advice given during that time was when things got cold and dark, not to dread it, but think of it as a new record. Wow, this is the coldest I've ever been. Somehow, throughout my years here, that advice never quite stuck. Still, myself and everyone I knew was excited. After all, we are Nanuks. I often joke to my family that Fairbanks is cold creates a bond formed from a kind of shared trauma. While the trauma may be more or less exaggerated, the feeling of community present on campus is not. I, like many in Fairbanks, have had my car break down due to the weather. All the coolant spilled out and it overheated even in the dead of winter. But using my vast freshman mechanical engineering wisdom, I only drove it for short trips, just enough so that the temperature gauge would hit the red. Let me tell you, that Subaru held out longer than anyone expected, especially the mechanic. When it eventually died, though, I knew I could count on my friends to come to the rescue. My friend heroically rose to the task, before his car then broke down. But you know what they say, the third time's the charm, and the rescue ended up succeeding when our third friend picked us up. Throughout that whole ordeal, despite feeling like a popsicle, I never doubted my friends to help in a trying time. After all, we are Nanuks. UAF excels in creating a sense of community for its students and teachers. The annual traditions, Starvation Gulch, Winter Carnival, and Springfest all serve to foster a sense of fellowship against the winter dark. I'll never forget my first time seeing the fires of Starvation Gulch. Whoever decided to recreate the Tower of Sauron out of pallets? Fantastic job. Winter Carnival taught me that my ice skating desperately needs work, and that playing dodgeball on ice is absolutely terrifying. My one regret is always being defeated by Springfest's mechanical salmon. But after enjoying the festivities, the pub would always warmly greet me with a big plate of nachos and pub trivia, which, not to brag, but was part of the team that won 3rd place. Not once, but twice. UAF is different in that it is a place where students and faculty regularly exchange ideas and celebrate together, which highlights the interconnectivity of campus and UAF's commitment to the expansion and growth of ideas. After all, we are Nanuks. Attending UAF means more than bundling up to survive the weather. After running inside to escape the cold, you're greeted with a curriculum that sometimes hits harder than the state budget cuts. Now, despite my excellent study habits of consuming multiple cans of Red Bull late at night, I struggled. I had to adapt. Some material just did not come naturally to me and was hazier than, well, Alaska this last summer. Thankfully, the excellent faculty and my fellow students were always prepared to lend a helping hand. UAF's Nanuk spirit shines in its students' collaborative effort. Professors often worked with me when I stumbled on a test or in an assignment, and for this, I thank you. Your effort and willingness to go the extra mile made mine and others' educations something really special. But this isn't rare here at UAF. After all, we are Nanuks. I was surprised to hear that a majority of polar bear hunts fail, much like my dating life. Polar bears may only catch 1 or 2 out of 10 seals they hunt, but they never give up. And that perseverance is something mirrored by our class. From staying up late to polish an assignment, joining multiple clubs, or just beating me for the 500th time in a row at Super Smash Bros. I have seen my peers do some incredible things. This grit that we've earned will carry us far into our futures, and I am excited to see what our class will accomplish. After all, we are Nanuks. Transitioning to online classes, working with poor internet connections, or just desperately searching for a roll of toilet paper, this year alone has brought an abundance of challenges. There is no doubt that we are living through a historic moment. This pandemic has created unique hurdles for us all. But just as courage requires fear, I have seen my fellow students rise to the occasion and overcome these obstacles, working with both clarity and purpose. The fact that we are here today proves our grit, our drive, and our tenacity. This virus has only put into perspective our diverse skill sets and UAF's spirit of persistence and collaboration. Our differences have truly made us stronger. After all, we are Nanuks. And here we are. We've made it. The University of Alaska Fairbanks' graduating class of 2020. Congratulations, everyone. Over these last couple years, we have lived and learned through some of the most extreme conditions on Earth. We've made new friends and family. We've had our mettle tested, and we've emerged victorious. I mean, having a tradition of taking a picture in front of the UAF sign in a swimsuit at -40 proves that we've got gumption. And just like that baby polar bear, we all started small, but here we are at graduation, naturally inspiring, and taking our first steps towards crafting our destiny. I'm not worried though. After all, we are Nanuks.
I'm Michael Castellini, the Dean of the Graduate School, and it is my privilege to welcome you here today to this section of our commencement, the conferring of our PhD awards. This is the highest degree in academia and the highest degree that the University of Alaska Fairbanks confers upon its graduate students. You have worked years to bring yourself here, and you should be extremely proud of this moment in your academic career. Ordinarily, at this stage, I would read your name, your title, and your committee members. You would walk up on the stage where we would confer the degree upon you by placing the hood over your head. We can't do that and be there with you in person today, but we are nonetheless extremely proud of everything you achieved, and perhaps even more proud of the future that you have in all of your careers, whether that's art or history, music, oceanography, physics, all the different fields that you have excelled in. Again, it is our privilege to be with you as best we can and to be shared this day with you. And it is now my privilege to introduce to you Regent Sherry Beretta, who will confer your PhDs upon you. Again, thank you, enjoy your day, and wish we could all be together.
Hello, I'm Sherry Beretta, Regent and Chair of the Board of Regents for the University of Alaska. I want to just say that these are extraordinary circumstances that I deliver this message to you, but I have so much joy in my heart for all of you to have achieved your goals of graduation and your degrees. So with that, I would like to ask graduates, please stand. By virtue of the authority vested in me as a member of the University of Alaska Board of Regents, I hereby confer the degrees to which you are entitled, with all the rights, privileges, honors, and responsibilities pertaining hereto. Graduates, change your tassel from the right side to the left side of your caps. Congratulations.
Brandon Abbott, Dina Abdel Fattah, Christopher Wayne Abernathy, Dylan L. Achman, David C. Adams, Nina Adams, magna cum laude, Samuel E. Adams, Andrew Adler, magna cum laude. Cisa Agnes. Roxanne Mercedes Aguero Vela. Tayana Lachey McDaniel Aguiarco. Candice Lynn Albin. Andrea Alay Albright, magna cum laude. Zarina Rose Alderman. Michaela Diamari Alexander. Ahmed Ali. Siham Taysir Al-Kurdi. Laurel A. Allen. Tareen Dinadine Allen. Sean Almario. Jennifer Helena Alspak. Samuel Grayson Altenberger. Megan Marie Allward. Carissa Ariel Amador. Tamika A. Ambersley. Martha J. Amor. Kayla R. Aniver. Emma Nicole Anderson. Alana Anderson, magna cum laude. Brittany Anderson. Erin Angela Anderson, cum laude. Catherine Lynn Anderson. Kiara Anderson, summa cum laude. Lucienne Anderson. Shelby Anderson. Kimberly A. Andon. Natalie Angiak. Anthony James Annis Rostetter. Bernard Kiyoki Aoto Jr. Sebastian Paul Applehans. Madison Momi Apolloni. Kate Joanna Avila Areola. Kayla Brianna Armstead. Ivana Constant Quadranak Osh. Alexander Curtis Young Ashford. Carolyn A. Asik Sick. Zenadia T. Asuncion. Angela L. Atkins, cum laude. David Obashon. Benjamin J. Auerbach, cum laude. Josephine A. Augustine Edmond. Stephen L. Avery. Sarah Izati Azmi Wendler. Brian Van Bart. Uris Manuel Baez. Michaela Dawn Baggett. Christopher Jason Bailey. Brandon Paul Baker. Isaiah Clay Baker. Nicholas Baker. Elena Kupak Bankston. Lauren Baranick. Laura Jo Barber, cum laude. Cheryl L. Barnes. Michelle Barnes. Eric Mark Berrigan, magna cum laude. Dennis J. L. Baril. Jesse Bartlett. Caitlin Ann Bartley. Francesca Bateman. Pierce A. Bateman. Brandon Bauer. Daniel A. Bauer. Mark Bauer. Timothy Bauer. Chandler Botman, Till Martin Bauman, Madeline Faith Baumgarten, Joshua Allen Bales, cum laude. Rachel E. Beal, Esther Geneva Bean, Nicole Ann Beard, Hatsuko Olapai Tanaka Bearden, Adam Basia, Joseph Becker, cum laude. Matthew Martin Beckwith, Arthur J. Bem, Stacy Linnell Bell, Kelsey Bellant, Marissa Bennett, Alexandria Joyce Burkholz, Valerie Bergman, Kelly J. Bernstein, Mavis Bareilles, Paige Best, Samin Singh Balar, Heather Marie Bieber, cum laude, Elizabeth Bilanzia, Connell T. Burkholz, magna cum laude, Sabrina Renee Bishop, magna cum laude, Archer Bissot, Jillian Elaine Bjornstad, magna cum laude, Nicole E. Black, Ashley Blackburn, Karen Blackburn, Chelsea Blackman, Adrian Irene Blackwood, Kevin Blanchard, cum laude, Joseph Carroll Blanchard II, Martha A. Blankenship, Maxwell Jordan Blankenship, Seth Daniel Blome, cum laude, Laura Marie Boatwright, Shayla Danielle Bogart, Danielle Sioban Bohan, Hudson David Forrest Boldock, Josiah Borkovec, Sarita Borkovec, Anna Lipitsky Bowker, Brittany Bowling, summa cum laude, Jennifer Ayaganar Boyd, Philip John Boyle, Julia Boynton, Garrison J. Brain, Abby Lynn Bravo, Trace Braxling, Andrew Bray, Nicholas Brazier, Paul Breyer, Sassa Brink, cum laude, Catherine Bristow, Gregory A. Broline, Joshua A. Brook, Blaze Brooks, William S. Brophy IV, Muriel Katuk Brower, Aaron K. Brown, Irina Brown, magna cum laude, Kristen Lynn Brown, Marcus Brown, cum laude, Shiara Brown, magna cum laude, Katrina Buchanan, cum laude, Portia A. Buchanan, Jessica Diane Buckmeyer, Abigail Buentello, Miriam Bookhader, Lorene Burrish. Matthew Burrish, cum laude. Noel Tara Bergener. Alicia Ann Burke. Ryan J. Burke. Brandon Burkholder. Robert Jacob Ray Burns. Justin M. Burrows. Wyatt L. Bush. Amy Darlene Bushnell, cum laude. Caitlin Joanne Bushnell, cum laude. Christina Marie Bussell. J. Rodney Byam. Joseph Matthew Byam. Casey James Bywater, cum laude. Ethan Cadzo. Kyle J. Caligari. Juan Pablo Camacho. Gabrielle Camp. Stephanie Camp. Brittany Campbell. James Campbell, cum laude. James Reagan Campbell. Yevgenia Y. Campbell. Paula M. Carl. Brett Dylan Carlson. Michael K. Carpenter. Miranda Heath. Mackenzie Carroll, cum laude. Alexander S. Carson, summa cum laude. Jesse Levi Carson. Abby Lynn Carter. Brooke Christine Carter. Morgan Adrienne Carter, magna cum laude. Ryan Frederick Carter. Aaliyah N. Caruso. Liam J. Castle. Ronald Warren Casto. Kylie Catchpole. Jacob Brandon Cates, cum laude. Taylor Caudy, magna cum laude. Anthony Wayne Cavan. Nabil A. Nahin Ch. Tressica Nadia Bree Chambers. Wayne R. Chambers. Cullen Chandler. Mitali Chandnani. Ida Shannon Quackvac Charlie. Jessica Charlie. Janikai Chironosonofak. Billy J. Chavez. Joshua M. Chavez. Shanglin Chen, cum laude. Celia Cheney. Patrick Llewellyn Chenoweth. Elsbeth Cheney. Lorene Faith Chicklack. Erwin Cho. Sage Allison Crest. Judah Peggs Christian. Michael Chung. Sarah Church. Whitney Sacchetti. John Clancy. Kate Marie Clancy. Jason Arlen Clark. Christine Clark, cum laude. Roger L. Clark. Shelley Mary Renee Clark, cum laude. Richard Cleveland. Joshua Cale Clifton. Frank Klein. Tyler James Klein. Angela Coelho. Emily Cohen, summa cum laude. James A. Colburn. Jesse Coleman. Francis J. Collins. Raina Ann Collins, Jessa M. Comer, Mary Rose Conlon, Evan Boniface Connolly, Catherine L. Conway, Oriana Cooper, Santiago Nicholas Correa, Hannah Corral, Ryan R. Cortez, Aaron Timothy Cottle, Sheila Cotton, magna cum laude, Pamela Joy Couch, cum laude, Corey Kuhlman, Jesse Kuhlman, Joshua Magi Counts, Dylan L. Cox, Jalen M. Cox, Tristan Craddock, Michael Crane, Stephanie G. Crawford, Brandel Nicole Crenshaw, Georgie Jane Creek, Rachel M. Crossley, Kimberly Nicole Culver, Amanda Cunningham, Christina Currier, Tracy Nicole Curry, Rebecca D. Sire, Nicholas Chosobek, Trina Dalton, Clarence Lewis Daniel, Christine Davenport, Reagan Marie Davy, Travis David, cum laude, Brittany Danielle Davis, Bryce Nathaniel Davis, magna cum laude, Kelly Catherine Davis, Kimberly Davis, Marie Davis, Miriam Alexandrovna Davitas, Javier Alejandro Ubal de Leon, Kelsey Marie Dean, Michael William Dean, Zane DeBilt, Eric Russell Licope de la Rosa, Pamela Demintieff, Gail Ann Denning, Melvin R. Denning, Jessica L. Denny, Hunter James Desmond, Jamie DeRocher, Jeanette F. DeWitt, Jillian K. Dial, magna cum laude, Nathaniel DeGloria, Sean L. Dial, Al Asher DeMarchi, Angie Marshall Wanbleon Dejon, Matthew Ryan Dobbins, McKinley Elia Donaldson, Wiley Curry Donich, Lindsay Marie Dorn, Tybor Dorsaz, Daniel Daltrey, magna cum laude, Jennifer Daltrey, Savannah Douglas, cum laude, Asa J. A. Dowdy III, Destiny Eileen Dowling, cum laude, Jesse Drick, cum laude, Dustin Anthony Oscar Drover, Nicholas J. Druvestein, Adam John DeBauer, Kim Duffield, magna cum laude, Darby Lane DeFore, Joseph Dugan, Crystal Lynn Duncan, Morgan Dunn, Sarah Durand, John Vincent Dutton, Catherine Dykes, Patricia Mary Egan, Aidan Ernest, magna cum laude, Isaiah Esau, Amanda J. Edwards, Cocodot Hatalano Christina M. Edwin, Sean David Egan, Joseph Isaguirre, Brent Austin Hale Ilana, Jacob Kenneth Irving Hale Ilana, Lance James Dietz Ilana, cum laude, Amanda Ellis, Tabitha Lathrop Ellis, cum laude, William Elmgren, Dustin Thomas Scott Ellsbury, magna cum laude, Charles Emerson III, cum laude, Lauren Lee Emmett, Caitlin Engwis, Helen Marie Sophia Iningawuk, Shady Erhorn, Maximilian Erickson, Morgan R. Erickson, Bruce L. Irvin, cum laude, Tatiana S.I. Esmaleka, Deidre May Estrada, Rachel Shawn Etcher, Kyle Wayne Evans, Claire Josephine Everts, Jacob Ewing, Kim T. Fairbanks, Jordan Fairchild, Carly Feline, Melinda Glupe Farmer, Melissa Ann Farmer, Lucille Farrell, Kyle Wayne Ferris, Nina Rosaline Fehrenbach, Ian Ferguson, Teresa Furnett, cum laude, Deborah Feuerhert, Ingrid Feibig, summa cum laude, Colin Field, Amber Figueroa, Natalie Jade Finch, Nicholas S. Finn, magna cum laude, Trevor K. Ficus, summa cum laude, Duncan Gregory Fisher, Carly Rachel Fitzgerald, summa cum laude, Craig L. Fleener, Jr., Natalie Fleming, Amanda Grace Fletcher, Christopher D. Fliss, John Folan, Allison Foley, Curtis C. Fortenberry, Gwendolyn Foster, Autumn Brittany Fournier, magna cum laude, Catherine Franciosi, cum laude, David Henry Francis, Carson H. Frank, Victoria Louise Frank, Carla Frere, Wenshi Frazier, magna cum laude, Karen Elizabeth Freeman, Shelby Ann S. French, magna cum laude, Aaron George Frenzel, Monica Friday, Clarissa M. Friedenauer, Alec Frost, cum laude. Scott A. Fronzuto. Graham G. Fry. Caitlin S. Fujiwara. Gabrielle Fulton. Venus Fultz. Juliette Funk. Caitlin Nicole Fuqua. Diana L. Gabbard. Kristen Rose Gagney. Sinara Galbraith. Elaine Gallenberg. Oberon Ross Gallion. Brittany Galvez. Brant Galvin. Robin Garber Slot. Jason S. Garcia. Brianna Garcia de la Cruz. Jonathan David Gates. Sean K. Galtum. Jamaica Latrice Gazaway. Megan Geary. Coyote Jamil. Darlene Gernier. Amy Louise Gentry. April George. Robin Brenda George. Crystal Aileen Gibbons. Emily Gibson. Gwendolyn Gibson. Allison Giffoni. Courtney Kaiser Gill. Chase D. Glenn. Philip Glowa. Andrew Glynn. Erica K. Goddard. Emily Gofredo, cum laude. Anya Vladimirovna Golden. Karina Gonzalez. Shakira Gonzalez. Zinnia Eloisa Gonzalez, cum laude. Sarah Gordon. Patrick Ryan Graham. Florence Grant. Mason Graves. Eric Michael Grazuli. Bethany Ann Green. Daniel Gilbert Green. Linnea N. Greer. Nicole Gregory. Leslie M. Grencio. Samuel Joseph Grennan. Jennifer Claire Griffin, magna cum laude. Nancy Griffin. Colleen Faye Grijalva. Tony William Gross, Jr. Annalise Mae Grossman. Austin Grubb. Jesse Elliott Grunblatt. Michaela Ray Grunin. Jacob Gunther. Gabrielle Marie Guerrero. Luis Guerrero. Pamela Gum, cum laude. Yojana Shivaji Gurov. Kayla Ann Haig, summa cum laude. Earl Hafford. Lynette A. Hafford. Nicholas Alexander Hagerman. Samantha Lee Haynes. Michelle Kathleen Hulbert. Kiana A. Hamlin. Haitian Celeste Hahn. Donald Kai Handelin. Michael Hanrahan. Havala Jessamine Hansen. Anika Hansen, magna cum laude. Madison Jade Hardwig. Kimber D. Harner. Jasmine Amira Harold. Daniel Kyle Harris. Rachel K. Harris. Eric Ryder Hartley. Aaron C. Harvey. John David Harwell Sr. Piakarn Harwell. Terry Lynn Haskell, summa cum laude. Kelsey R. Haskin. Cheryl Hassel. Zach Hatch, cum laude. Samantha J. Hatfield. Elizabeth Miriam Hauser. John Henry Hawkins, Jr. Jessica C. Hawks. Julia Madeline Haney. Laura J. Hayes. Kevin L. Haywood, cum laude. Jennifer Lynn Hetty. Michael J. Healy. Juelina L. Healy, summa cum laude. Lindsay Heaney. Mitchell Hedrick. Kaylin Heineken. Megan Heineken, cum laude. Jade A. Henderson. Camille M. Henninger. Lily B. Henry. Caitlin Henson. Joelle Dakota Hepler. Andrew Herbst. Jessica Marie Hernandez. Anne Herrera. Elizabeth Heidi Hersner. Samantha Hesterman. Larry W. Hestelow. Clifford R. Hyatt. Julia A. Hicker. Lacey R. Hyam. Hillary Allison Hilmer. Nicholas Hins. Fuku Hirano. Christina Hayuka. Julia Autumn Hinikla. Rachel Lynn Hobbs. Zachariah Hobbs. Gwen Pamela Holdman. Yoshi Holland. Abigail R. Holloway, cum laude. Felicia N. Holt. Haley Holt, cum laude. Dylan Holton. Alex Nicole Go. Benson Hoover. Kyler Hope. Erica James Horn. Tyler J. Hoyt. Diane Christine Hubner. Claire E. Hughes. Isabel M. Hughes. Lorianne Tiffany Hughes. Malik Hughes. Marley Matthews Hughes. Ray Hum. Jenny Thressa Humphrey. Dawson Benjamin Hunter. Jessica Marie Hunter, summa cum laude. Joel Patrick Huntsman. Sierra Nicole Huntsman. Alexandra Taylor Hurley. J.C. Lynn Ice. Nicole Imbach. Heidi Ingram, magna cum laude. Lane Inman. Morgan Riley Irish, magna cum laude. Leanna Goloduc Isaac, magna cum laude. Wilden J. Izazaka. Kate Marie Eiton. Tayo Ito. Megan P. Ivanov. Tomitra Jackson, magna cum laude. Anna Jackson Casayuli. Jessica Ann Jacobs. Charlotte Sherilyn James, cum laude. Hannah Marie James. Lindsay J. James. Michelle Darla Sue James. Nicole E. James. Sharina James. Madison Taylor James, cum laude. William Jarman. Oscar Saul Joragai. Olivia Jeans. Jeremy W. Jeffries. Bridget Ann Jensen. Valerie Sue Ann Jensen, cum laude. Luther Jensen. Trevor David Jepson, magna cum laude. Bohan Jeremy. Daniel Joberte. Jonathan Johnson. Aaron Christopher Johnson. Dalton Johnson. Devin R. Johnson. Emily Marie Johnson. Ethan A. Johnson. Jenny Johnson. Miles Johnson. Stefan M. Johnson. Shelley Johnston. Angela D. Johnstone. Dolly M. Jonathan. David Russell Jones, magna cum laude. Kylie Wesley Jones, magna cum laude. Sherry Ludwig Jones. Terrell A. Jones. Trevor Pettis Jones, cum laude. Riley Jorstad. Philip J. Joy. Dylan Jack Judd. Nathan Kahui. Kiefer Kenner Urak. Connie Sayoko. Bertha Kanek. Daniel Karosky. Shawnee A. Kisanke. Kevin Castle. Kevin Kaufman. Edward S. Kaufman. Whitney Kamirazak. Julian Earl Keaton II. Summer Keelan, cum laude. Paul A. Keels II, cum laude. Cameron Craig Keith. Jody Douglas Keith, summa cum laude. Catherine Keith. Cade Whitney Kellum. Alexandra Keller, cum laude. Jason Kells. Amanda Gay Kelly, magna cum laude. Devin McKee Kelly. John H. Kelly. Nicole L. Kelly. Scotty Kenmuth. Derek James Ketzler. Alexandra Keyser. Noah Sat Sarbat Singh Khalsa. Alana Kilby, summa cum laude. Naney Kim, magna cum laude. Tara Kingston, Sierra Kinworthy, Audrey Kirby, Brianna Kirchman, Zanadia Kirkland, Angus Clancher, Jared Jeffrey Clem, Joshua Klina, Timothy Albert L. Klein, Maria Kling, Samuel J. Klingel, Fisher Knapp, magna cum laude. Catherine Knight, Michael Robert Knudsen, Brandon W. Kobayashi, Casey Daniel Coburg, Marina May Kunuka, Charla Savik Kuzata, Jocelyn Elise Kopsak, Anand Cord, Amy Beth Korhonen, Madison M. Kozma, Alexander Kotlarov, Alyssa Koyak, cum laude. Rebecca Travis Cranning, Daniel David Kreft, magna cum laude. Cheryl Ann Kriska, Vitaly I. Kulakovich, summa cum laude. James Ladouce, cum laude. Kaylee Ladd, magna cum laude. Alicia Inez Lamar, Elias D. Lamb, Caleb Lamb, Jean-Philippe Landry, Thatcher Lane, cum laude. Andrew McDaniel Lang, Tanya Beth Lang, Sarah Lapidese, Ian Larson, Jean Margaret Lawson Rain, Lennon Gabrielle Lau, Rebecca Ashley Lawhon, Sapphire Mary Laus Wagaman, Brigida Dion Lease, Lori Marie Leaf, Ebony Lee, Keisha Lee Paler, Miles Leganesh, Tiffany Nicole Lerner, Colton Leiter, Gary E. Leiter, Rachel Lekanoff, Amber Rose Leonard, Allison Louise Lennon, Jada Lane Lentz, Hugh David Leonard, Scott Leorna, Gabrielle Marie Lerma, Yvonne Lutweiler, Susan Levinson, magna cum laude. Andrea Levesque, Natasha Levi, Rachel Levy, Jordan D. Lewis, Shannon R. Lewis, Zachariah J. Lewis, Jintai Lee, Robert W. Lickvar, Kylene Lai, Micaiah Rose Liebhober, Sadie Ellen Leitner Martin, Catherine Lynn, Daniel Lind, Sharon Gunther Lind, Dana Emily Lindauer, Carson Stephen Linnell, James Adam Jefferson Little, Joseph Wee Ren Liu, Tian Yang Liu, Heike Daniela Lower, summa cum laude. Cleora Adele Logan, Heather K. Weber, Jocelyn Long, magna cum laude. Justin Woodruff Long, Louis A. Lopez, Matthew Stephen Lord, Walter A. Lord Jr., Tyler James Loudermilk, Noah R. Lovell, Deanna Francine Loudon, Jasmine Marie Lowry, Kofan Liu, Brianna Leah Rose Lucas, Quetzal Lubke LaRoque, cum laude. Stephanie Ann Lukens, Ibrahim Lukale, Laura Catherine Lundell, Nayella Grace Lundell, Olivia Catherine Lunsford, Lisa M. Lupkes, Kelly Patricia Lynch, Selena Ray Mock, Carrie L. Mackey, Nicholas Makowiak, Gabrielle E. Medor, Diego Aaron Madrid, James Sidney McDance, Maynard Santos Maglea, magna cum laude. Christy Lynn Major, cum laude. Damasha Samadi Malakskara, Melinda Malenfant, Karen A. Mallet, Rebecca Manbeck, Tucker Thomas Manzi, Caleb Marchand, Kyle Angelo Marino, Ann Tyne Benedictson Markset, Zachary Marsh, Justin Michael Marshall, Joanne Martin, Lindsay C. Martinez, Acacia Martinez, Cheyenne Martinez, cum laude. Mitchell A. Martinez, Anton Martinson, cum laude. Ryan V. Mazel, Kelsey Maslin, Brandon Masneri, Rebecca Masterson, Channing E. Matthias, Sophia Jean Mathena, Grace Marguerite Matthews, Tricia Madison, Charity Marlene Maxey, Rashawn Lorene Mayberry, Stefan M. Johnson, Anthony C. Mayo Kobos, Raven Michelle McAfee, David P. McAlpin, Kendrick Nelson McCabe, Shelby McCahan, magna cum laude. Chelsea Jennifer Ann Clark, Brendan T. McCarney, cum laude. Kelly Nell McCartney, magna cum laude. Aletha Marie McCarty, Melanie McCarty, Ryan T. McCarty, Kyle McClendon, Stephanie Ann McClendon, Christopher McClure, Serena Sky McCormick, Matthew McCoy, Mika Lillian McCrary, Jalen McKella, Brittany D. McDevitt, Corey McDonald, Michael McFetridge, magna cum laude. Denisha Raquel McGee, Shelby M. McGee, Blake McGraw, Dylan C. McIntyre, magna cum laude, Jason Andrew McKee, cum laude, Jacob McKenna, Amy S. McKenzie, Brock Allen McKisness, cum laude, Amanda Lynn McKinney, Marley Moon McLaughlin, Alicia Nicole McClellan, cum laude, Kaylee Elaine McNeil, cum laude, Bethany Shannon McNutt, Rowan McPherson, magna cum laude, John McVeigh, Brianne Denise Meath, Mark Mellum, Brent Warren Mello, Michael David Mendoza, Kiasha Merced, Erica Anita Mercer, Zoe Merculeaf, Paul William Merritt, Parker D. Merrifield, Gabrielle Meslow, Carrie Lynn Michael, magna cum laude, Naomi Michelson, Madeline W. Michaud, magna cum laude, Cecilia Mike, Amanda Jean Miller, Christopher Miller, Jenny R. Miller, Jared Harrison Miller, Michael Ori Miller, Odin Miller, Peter D. Miller, Tyrell Milner, Justin J. Ming, Amanda Mitchell, Samuel Michael Mitchell, magna cum laude, Alan Christopher Molina, Elizabeth Molina, Kelsey Monahan, Christina Mondelli, magna cum laude, Garrett M. Monroe, Claire Cornett Montgomery, Benjamin Montz, Rafael Demetrius Morales, Angelica M. Morales Mays, Kristen Moreland, Ian Morey, Bonnie R. Morris, Rachel Isabel Morris, Bradley Matthew Morton, Trevor Patrick Morton, cum laude, Anna Mae Moses, Ophelia Sarah Ann Moses, Roberta Ruth Moto, Chia Mua, Haley Jo Moyle, cum laude, Daniel Mulkey, John Lloyd Mullet, Roshan Ara Manon Money, Fabian Aline Munoz, Victoria G. Murphy, Devotha Nabayaki, Spencer Nace, Masanga Elizabeth Hilma Nakak, Uriah Nalakak, Kathleen Ina Nanek, Mildred L. Nanook, Jonathan Richard Napier, magna cum laude, Darren Napoli, Fawad Nasir, Jaden Nashawanak, Sarah Jean Nomchev, Pauline Antianik Mary Ney, Grace Carolyn Nelson, Caitlin Nelson, Stephanie Nelson. Vincent R. Nelson. Jacques H. Neptune. Colton Neumeister. Thomas Newman. Jacob Ryan Newton, magna cum laude. Maxwell Newton, magna cum laude. Simeon Eng. Kathleen Maytram Linegan. Deborah Dale Norling. Kurt Nunn. Keith Evan Nuss. Mariah K. Rowe. Abraham Engren. Tristan Nyquist. Matthew O'Brien. Kiara N. O'Neill, cum laude. Molly O'Scannell, cum laude. Judy Wendy Ashing Obat. Stephanie Hicks O'Daly. Jonathan Wesley Owala, cum laude. Jolene Heather O'Klesick. Chukwumika Onibuchi Okoli. Robert Olinger II. Kimberly Lynn Oliver. Nicholas Andrew Oliver. Melanie Gabrielle Olson. Stephen Orizati. Jasprit Kaur Osan. Angela J. Ott. Anna V. Obchinnikov. Madison Ray Owen. Savannah R. Owen, magna cum laude. Tamara Lynn Owens. Bernice L. Oyagak. Jerome Page. Christopher Daniel Painter, cum laude. Bethany Renee Pajou, summa cum laude. Brennan D. Palmer. Palmer Charlie Edmond. Rachel Palmer. Kinesha M.S. Pangilinan. Bradford Gregory Parfit, cum laude. Christopher George Perides. Andrew Robert Parker. Elizabeth Ann Parker. Jamie Parker. Amanda Pathamanabong. Elena E. Patrick. Monica Patrick, summa cum laude. Sarah R. Patrick. Aaron Patsy. Kalisha M. Pearson. Jacob Peoples, magna cum laude. Loran Peng. Kiavi Peralta Pugh. Crystal Amber Perkins, cum laude. McCullough Perkins. Tina Darlene Persinger. Keith Wayne Person, magna cum laude. Theodore James Peters, cum laude. Joshua Peterson. Zoe Peterson. Brianna Stoll Peterson. Lisa Jane Peterson. James M. Peterson. James M. Petrilli. Michael A. Petuya. Emily Pfister. Sarah Elizabeth Pearson, magna cum laude. Jehiel Fuenmeni. Doreen Kayla Phillips, cum laude. Tracy Paichaki. Diana Mae Pike. Eduardo Pimento de Milo. Gilbert Pina. Mary K. Pina, Stephanie L. Pitka, Calissa Platt, Keely Bernadette Pliska, Jonalee Avia Polanco, magna cum laude, Mark Anthony Polizzi, Natasha Lynn Pomeroy, Sidney Poole, Enoch Porter, magna cum laude, Hannah Bethany Pothast, cum laude, Destiny Shiro Giovanna Tiara Polson, Jessica Powell, William Allen Powell Sr., summa cum laude, Daniel Jerome Finley Powers, Christina Renee Price, cum laude, Levi Purdy, Alyssa Marie Purvis, Ayu Kasatak, Caleb Thomas Quinlan, Alfredo Quiroga, Zachariah J. Raby, cum laude, Saray Ragudos, Akshay Rameshadran, Joseph Elias Ransell Green, magna cum laude, Scott David Ravenscroft, Laura Marie Ray, Nathaniel Wankantanka Omani Reams, Emily Margaret Reist, Benjamin Stewart Reed, Dejour Reed, Sidney Reese, Samantha Jane Reeves, cum laude, Martin B. Reichgott, Richard C. Reefsnyder, Paul Reinker, Stuart Burns Relay, magna cum laude, Charles Ryan Renner, James Renovaccio, Kirsten Nicole Russell, Daniel Charles Ruiz, cum laude, Belana Rodehamel, Tiffany Rhodes, magna cum laude, Austin Rich, Brittany Rose Richards, magna cum laude, Cole Sterling Richards, Leah Catherine Ricks, Margaret Chapin Reich, Joseph Reif, Sophie Marie Riley, magna cum laude, Albert Lane Reinhardt, Ashley Janelle Rinker, Megan Rinker, Justin Risley, Tahia Rivara, Chase M. Rixey, Charlie D. Roberts, William Matthew Roberts, Caitlin Torben Robertson, magna cum laude, Matthew Robison, Sarah I. Rogers, Michael Romanowski, Cynthia A. Romo, Jacqueline Rosa Rivera, Kaylin T.J. Rosander, Amber Rosen, cum laude, Martina Rudzinski, Ronan Thomas Ruerup, Wenceslao Ruiz, Guinevere L. Running Wolf, Joshua Russell, Nicholas Russell, Reagan Marie Russell, Jamie Russo, Angela Rose Rutman, cum laude, Alexandra Salmon, Blanche E. Sam, Yvonne Elizabeth Sam, Asia Tiffany Thompson Sampson, J. Samuel, Corey Sanders, Michael L. Sanders, Nicholas Eugene Sanders, Joshua Sandifer, Naresh Balaji Saravanan, Brittany A. Sarin, Brian Sawyer, cum laude, Elish Catherine Saunders, Zena Lee Ann Saunders, Zachary Enon Sauvé, Nathaniel Nick Saville, magna cum laude, Jeremy Sawyer, Benjamin Schlegel, Ashley Nicole Maloney Schmidt, Ashley Nicole Malulani Schmidt, Marie Schmidt, Dietrich Uswick Schmidt Chai, John Henry Schneering III, Adrian Martin Schneider, Jason Lyle Schoening, Namie Weiss, Alicia Rinaldi Schuler, Jasmine Tristan, Michael Shores, Bryce Bairton Schwartz, David Schweigert, Amanda Vivian Schwinn, magna cum laude, Brendan Scott, Christopher D. Seamount, Daniel Robert Cerventi, Fletcher Seawall, Dara Shaw, Melissa Marie Shavings, Christy Dawn Shaw, Ryan Scheck, Heidi G. Shepard, Clara Shepard, Alicia Sidebottom, Leslie Siegfried, Sean Silva, Doreen Nutok Simmons, Mason Simmons, Minnie Simon, Amy E. Simpson, summa cum laude, Stacy Lynn Simpson, cum laude, Whitney Simpson, Alicia Lucille Singh, Sahil Singh, John N. Sippery, cum laude, Katrina Sipes, Kevin M. Sipple, Rebecca Lynn Emery Sirevag, Ryland Skeens, Douglas I. Skinner, Jason Slats, Quinn Slayton, Jennifer Slingerland, Mike Sloan, Devin E. Smale, cum laude, and Lovina Hyacinth Smith. Connor Dakota Ressa Smith, Delaney Smith, Dora Smith, Eugenia Miranda Smith, Gabrielle Taylor Smith, Holly A. Smith, Katrina Smith, Kyle Ken Smith, Lisa Kim Smith, Amber Smolnick, Nathan Smoot, Bree Nicole Snyder, Robert Gunther Sniggeroff, Larissa Snow, Nathaniel Snyder, Serena Rose Soulsby, Anders Lee Salmonson, Nicholas Solomon, Helen Sabina Adele Solsky, Casey James Somerville, Alyssa Summer, cum laude, Ashley Justine Summer. Frederick Walter Summer III. Lisa Marie Sukiayak. Dominique Nichelle Spencer. Haley Marie Spencer. Matthew Lewis Sperber, magna cum laude. Elizabeth McKenna Sprankle. Emily Springer. Lawrence Springer, cum laude. Lee Eldon Staheli. Ryan T. Stahl. Chad Staley. Adrienne L. Stansberry, cum laude. Ashley Stark. Jade Steele. Ryan Christopher Steele, magna cum laude. Reuben Steelquist. Sean Michael Stetzinger, cum laude. Casey Stevens. Morgan Nicole Stevenson. Veronica Nicole Stewart, summa cum laude. Cheyenne Kiana Richard. Kaylee Stickle, magna cum laude. Eva Christine Stockton. Samuel A. Stokes, cum laude. Katarina Stoltzbus. Dalton M. Stone, magna cum laude. Ryan Stonebreaker. Arlo Gilbert Story, cum laude. Matthew Vance Stouffer, magna cum laude. Anna Patricia Straken. Michelle Eileen Stratton. Caitlin Grace Stredney. Julia Kakakuli Street. Michelle Ann Strickland, magna cum laude. Rebecca Lynn Strickland. Katie Lynn Stroshine. Justin James Stewart. Blair Ellen Stump. June Hook C. Sunram. Aiden Sullivan. Jessica Sutherland. Brianna Sutton, magna cum laude. Malachi Swaggerty. Jessica L. Swan. Jerry Martin Swanson. David Swenson. Mackenzie Sylvester, magna cum laude. Shalise A. Sylvester. Mackenzie Syberson. Phoenix Talent. Han Tang. Ashlyn Constable, cum laude. James M. Taylor. Kelsey Page Templeton. Brian N. Tenney. Stephen Tennyson. Ashley Marie Terry. Shelley Thau. Valerie Bao Thau. Timothy Edward Thurer. Niara Aquila Tom. Sarah Thomas. Sherry Lee Thomas. Eric Thompson. Francis Marie Thompson. Jonathan Edward Thompson, cum laude. Katie Celeste Thompson. Kyla Thorpe. Joanna Tickett, cum laude. Gary Tilton. Cameron Kevin Titus. Michelle Ray Titus. Jacqueline H. M. Todd. Aaron Tyler Tolman. Marquita Brianna Tony. Marcus Daniel Toniolo, cum laude. Karen S. Tozzi. Rodney Lewis Tract. Christina J. Traeger, magna cum laude. Nicole Page Triplehorn. James Thomas Trizino, Jr. Paul Elias Trowbridge. Nicholas Lee Truesdell. Connor Matthews Truskowski, cum laude. Noah A. Sagonis. Dylan W. Tucker. Megan Heather Tucker. William K. Tupker, cum laude. Andrew Tunnell. Christian J. Tursick. Adam K. Turner. Jessica Elaine Twidell. Joel E. Tyrus. Benjamin Udden. Denai Ulak, cum laude. Sabrina Maria Ungaro. Yuka Ungwalak. Urban Samuel. Roy Edward N. Valdez, Jr. Rita J. Valentine. Tristan Rose Sunaga Van Sice. James Peter Van Nort. Troy Van Teetering. Daniel T. Vandevort. Emily Van Nortic. Corey Vasca, magna cum laude. Laura Catherine Vaught. Daniel Vaziri. Kristen Veach. Isopea Emmanuel Verhagen, cum laude. Macy Vazina. Brian Vieira. Taylor May Volman, summa cum laude. Sierra A. Von Hoften. Tracy Bray Vrem. Misty Day Wagers. Alexis Alessandra Wagner. Glenda Addie Ann Wagner. Natalie Elizabeth Wagner. Catherine Lynn Scott. David James Wahlberg. Carolyn Corin Walker. Daniel Curtis Walker, magna cum laude. Ruth Ann Walker. Matthew Aaron Walker. Katie Wallace. Kylie G. Wallace, magna cum laude. Michael Anthony James Wallace. Asa Shea Walling. Cecily Ruth Walling. Alicia Walls. Alyssa Walter. Jessica C. Warnament. Kelton Warner. Laura Warner. Valerie Kelly Wasser. Irene M. Wasili. Olga Paula Wasili. Deanna M. Waters. Helen Waters. Jacqueline Watson. Joshua Watson, magna cum laude. Jennifer Watts. Laura Diane Weatherby, cum laude. Danica Brianne Weaver, summa cum laude. Sophie Alden Weaver. Judy Webb, cum laude. Mary Lila Webb, cum laude. Starla D. Weber, magna cum laude. Jennifer Rebecca Wenner. John Weiss. Alexander Ian Weisberg. Jen Brooke Wellborn, cum laude. Grace Weller. Logan Frederick Wendling. Patricia Ann Wenstrom, cum laude. Riley Edward Westfall. Rosalie Westfall, summa cum laude. Andrew Westfall. Charles Watley. Holly Watley. Benjamin F. White. Boann Vance White. Martha White. Austin Lane Whitney. Joyce A. Widman. Heather Winnicott. Sarah Mae Wilbur. Dick Wilcock. Lauren A. Wild. Jessica Lynn Willetto, magna cum laude. Ann Williams. Darrell D. Williams. Kimberly Rose Williams, cum laude. Kyle Williams, magna cum laude. Leanna Prax Williams. Melissa Marie Williams. Olivia Justice Williams. Rebecca W. Williams. Anna Grabuli. Brian R. Willis. Christian Wilson. Garrett Wilson, cum laude. Philip Raymond Wilson. Virginia Lynn Wingfield. Tommy Lee Winters. Brittany K. Winter. Sean David Weisner. Gabrielle Wolf White. Teresa M. Woldstadt. Cheryl Lynn Wolf. Neil Wolf. Nicholas Wolf. Kimberly M. Wong. Beverly A. Woods. Tamia Catrice Woods. Charles Kessler Woodward. Dana T. Woodward. Patrick F. Woolery. Caitlin Dutcher Woolsey. Aaron Wooster. Tiffany J. Wooster, magna cum laude. Elizabeth A. Wright. Michael L. Wright. Roger Bryant Wright. Allison Vukovich. Allison Wild. Veselina Todorova Yakimova. Yang Yang. Martina Louise Yanish, cum laude. Zachariah Mark Yarbrough. Victoria Ann Rose Yaska. Daphne Ezrin Young. Hunter S. Young. Joanna C. Young. Taylor Brooke Young. Samena Yordkani. Kingping Yu. Savannah Mae Yunkers. Wyatt J. Yurkovich. Jordan Zellhuber. Allison Zhang. And Kristen Zinken. Anthony M. Ziza. Krista Zodi. Nathaniel R. Zodi. Sierra K. Zaria.
Good afternoon. I'm Barbara Fujimoto from Juneau, Alaska, and pleased to be a part of the Class of 2020 virtual commencement ceremony. You must be so excited, and I am so proud of you. After you celebrate responsibly, set yourself some new goals because you are a superstar and you can do anything. On behalf of all UAF alumni, I'm honored to congratulate you on your graduation. Congratulations.
8 stars of gold on a field of blue, Alaska's flag may it mean to you, the blue of the sea, the evening sky, the mountain lakes and the flowers nearby, the gold of the early sourdough streams, the precious gold of the hills and streams, the brilliant stars in the northern sky, the Bear, the Dipper, and shining high, the great North Star with its satellite, o'er land and sea a beacon bright, Alaska's flag to the skies still, the simple flag of the last frontier. Our native lad chose the deepest stars for Alaska's flag, that there be no bars among our culture. Let it be known through years the natives past has grown to share our treasures hidden land, to keep Alaska our great land. We love the northern midnight sky, the mountains, lakes, and streams nearby, the great North Star with its steady light will guide all cultures clear and bright, with nature's flag to Alaska's the simple flag of the last frontier.
Congratulations, UAF Class of 2020!
Congratulations, Class of 2020. On behalf of the college, we salute you. Now go out and design our future.
Congratulations to the graduates of the College of Fisheries and Ocean Science. All the best.
We are the humanities, the social sciences, the languages, and the fine arts. Congratulations to all of the University of Alaska Fairbanks graduates in 2020. Best wishes.
From the faculty and staff at the College of Natural Science and Mathematics, we wish all of our graduates a hearty congratulations and the best of luck in all future endeavors.
Congratulations, graduates of the College of Rural and Community Development.
Congratulations to the 2020 graduates of the Community and Technical College. You did it.
Congratulations, School of Education graduates. Go forth and teach.
The faculty and staff at the School of Management are so proud of our graduates. You are now part of the School of Management alumni family. Congratulations.
Congratulations, graduates, and especially our poli-sci people. Yay!
Oh, well, welcome to my front yard and your commencement. Congratulations, Class of 2020. Whether you got an undergraduate bachelor's with us or a master's or a PhD, we're so glad you entrusted your education with us, and we wish you all the best. Stay in touch.
Congratulations. May your derivatives always be positive.
Hi, I'm Brian O'Donoghue. Congratulations, 2020 graduate. You've gone the distance in one of life's big challenges. We're proud of you. Now go out and make your mark and find some room for adventures.
These kinds of situations actually teach you to be really strong and resilient, and I have no doubt that you'll do wonderful things in your lives. So congratulations from me and Cricket.
Congratulations to the class of 2020 and good luck to Joseph Ransdell Green on his bachelor's, Jen Allspat on her master's, and Jintal Lee on his PhD.
Go out, engineer the future, our future. And again, congratulations on a job well done.
I wish you all the best in your life and career. Congratulations once again. Hope we will stay in touch through throughout your life and career. Thank you.
My name is Dr. Soler, and I am chair of the music department. I just wanted to take this moment to send a huge congratulations to all of our Nanook undergraduate seniors. I am so proud of the class of 2020's hard work and resilience. It's a quiet day here on campus, but we are still celebrating our graduates loudly and proudly. This degree is yours.
Dear UAF graduates, congratulations! You made it to the top. And a special shout out to the honorary PhD recipients, including Richard Savik Glenn from Utqiagvik. Congratulations and good luck.
I would like to congratulate you, shake your hand as I would do if we were actually at graduation, and to in fact throw up the hat and say, good luck for your next endeavor in your next work.
I'm just here to say congratulations to the UAF class of 2020. We are enormously proud of you. Some have said that these are less than ideal circumstances to be graduating under, and I understand what that argument is, but I'm here to say this. There is no such thing as a suboptimal graduation. You have earned this. You've worked hard, you've been diligent, you have been creative, you have been involved, and as a direct result, you are graduating. So go forth, be interesting, do interesting things, and congratulations again.